Well, hello and welcome to Karting Live TV and welcome back to Al Ain in fantastic Abu Dhabi. We were here a few days ago for the Rotax Invitational. We are back for the official opening 2 rounds of the UAE RMC, confusingly called round 1.1 and 1.2. Today's round, of course, Saturday, tomorrow's round tomorrow on Sunday. I might be confused by the round numbers. A man who's not confused about anything to do with UAE, RMC and karting in general, it's Henry Burdett. Henry, you are Mr. UAE RMC.
Thank you very much, Nick. I'm not sure about that, but I've been here for 3 years now, and obviously my association with the UAE Rotax Max Challenge goes all the way back to my time when I started with the Rotax well over a decade ago, and it just gives me a huge amount of pleasure to see the championship growing year on year in so many different ways.
And of course, you say it's growing, but also, of course, the teams are coming on and the drivers are improving. Are you seeing real material improvements?
Absolutely, absolutely. Number one, we've got world-class venues. Al Ain Raceway here, Dubai Kartdrome, Yas Marina, an actual Formula One circuit, and the Al Fassan Sports Club. They've always been here. Now you've got teams. You've obviously got teams from the UK and Europe that have come over, but there are now homegrown teams, Emirati teams, that are sprouting up, and they are doing so with European-style technology, European-style organisation, and they're bringing with them drivers that have competed on the world stage from around the world, which just makes it a lot better for the local drivers to compete. The competition in their home is higher.
Now, I think we need to hear from these teams and these drivers, but I think, to be honest, I can't send you on your own. I think you need to go and find Joe Bradley and deliver a paddock show for us.
There are 2 drivers for Ital Course Middle East who are novices. Felix Jebjerg, you're in your 2nd ever race, but Rafael Zagati in Minimax, this is your very, very first race.
Yes, correct.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll start with the youngest member of Ital Course Middle East, Felix. What did the Rotax Invitational teach you 2 weeks ago?
Drive smoother, be quicker basically. Just improve everything and then try to beat everybody.
Try to beat everybody. Now, you've come back and you've had a bit of practice today. What have you learned? Are you quicker already now, today, than you were 2 weeks ago in the racing?
Yeah, I think so. Without the yellow flag, we could have been much faster. Maybe like a second, but it's fine.
Now, in Micromax, there are over 20 of you racing. Where do you think that you are going to end up come the final on Saturday and Sunday?
Well, I believe I'm the best novice, so I think P1 rookies.
P1 in the rookie class. Okay, well, we'll hold that thought for a minute. And now we'll move over to our Minimax driver. Okay, so, Raphael, first of all, tell us a little bit about what got you into karting and how this came about.
So it once started when one weekend I tell my dad, please, can we go try karting? He said, okay, I'll book you a session. We go to Dubai Autodrome and the indoor session. I start racing with like 8 professionals and I get top 2. I'm like, ooh, this is very fun. So then I keep going there almost every weekend, more and more. And then my dad tells me, oh, there's a karting school. You want to go there? Obviously I do, yes. And then, up till now, I started going into professional karting. And it's been a long journey.
It has been a long journey, and you haven't even, done your first race yet.
Yes.
Are you excited about, this first weekend? Nervous? What are your emotions?
I feel a little bit nervous, but also very excited that I can see, compared to other drivers, what I can improve and how are my times.
Okay, but now, even though Felix by there is a younger, what has Felix been able to tell you about what a race meeting is actually like?
He told me all about the racing starts, also about the first lap, that there's a lot of people and you have to be very cautious of where you turn and also be very aggressive.
Okay, so cautious at the start and then aggressive. Is that right, Felix?
Yes, if you want to win, then you have to do that.
Now, if we're standing here now, this is at end of the day testing on Friday. If Felix, if you could give Raphael one sentence or one word of advice that will help him this weekend, what would that one word or one sentence be?
Keep it flat.
Keep it flat. There we go. That's a true racer's answer. Keep it flat. Thank you, Felix. Good luck. We'll be looking out for you in Micromax. Raphael, in Minimax, you're driving the brand new Ital Course chassis, which is very unique as well. Now, as a driver starting their first ever meeting, you maybe don't understand how unique this is. That's why we got Luke Thompson, Ital Course Middle East team boss, who's going to come in, and he's going to show Joe Bradley a little bit around your go-kart. But, you know, as a brand new kart, what is your aim this weekend?
Get top 10.
Get a top 10. There we go. Get a top 10. Well, there are the two Ital Course Middle East drivers. We'll now have a chat with the team owner to discuss just a little bit about what makes the new Ital Course chassis so unique.
I've had to snatch the microphone off Henry for this one. Luke Thompson here. Luke, I'm a bit of a geek because I'm a bit of a race engineer myself. And when I came across the Ital Course chassis, the thing that struck me was first the kind of sloped steering wheel, but more importantly, this geometry change that I can see here with regards to steering angle. I would imagine I'm trying to work it out, and I'm kind of feeling what are these adjustments here? And these we can see here, Nick, the different segments and the different settings. Can you give us a few secrets as to what this Ital Course? What do you call that for a start?
Well, to start with, it's just the steering column mount.
Right,
but
okay.
The uniqueness of it is that it's movable. So
Yeah.
the main benefit from it is the Ackerman and geometry
Right.
setting. So usually we have our old chassis here that Felix is actually driving this weekend, and Raphael's on the new 2025 chassis. But the benefit from it is the quickness in how you can adjust the Ackerman and geometry.
Right.
So if you, say on the standard chassis, wanted to change the toe in, toe out, or just the general Ackerman setup of it, you know, you'd have to get the alignment tools on and play with it and fiddle around with it. Whereas if you wanted to do quite a big step forward and back with the geometry, with the new steering column mount, it enables you to do that very quickly. All you got to do is loosen the screws and you just slide it around.
I would imagine that's really going to be beneficial everywhere else but in the UAE. when it goes wet to dry, that's a very simple process. But in the dry conditions, the consistently dry conditions we're going to see out here in the UAE, is that something that you play around with regards to, you know, getting it to the driver's liking?
Well, like I said, the benefit of being able to play with a setup like that, we are a new team here, and Ital courses only started in UAE this year in 2025. So, I mean, with tools like this, it makes it easier for us to find a more tuned up setup to each track, you know.
And does it give you the opportunity to try things because of the speed of that setup change? You can try things perhaps where you wouldn't be able to with the longer process from the older system.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, today we had, well, the boys just came from school, so they only got 2 sessions today. But between the 2 sessions, we had an hour break.
Right.
So, I mean, the setup change only took about 10 minutes, so we fiddled around with it a bit. And the second session, we did find a little bit of performance with Raphael. So, yeah, for sure, there's quite a big benefit in how fast you can change the geometry of it.
And as we've spoken already to the drivers are pure novices, absolutely. So I would imagine their feedback is, you know, they're learning the trade. But you mentioned their performance gains. That's how you would measure it, Luke.
Oh, how would I measure it? Sorry.
Yeah, that's how you would measure it. Performance gains, if you get your driver to go quicker.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in the first session compared to the second, Raphael found 2 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Okay, a little bit in driving, but he also felt a bit more comfortable in the kart as well. So, for sure, there was some performance gain as well there for him. And like you said, him being a novice, he doesn't really have all that detailed feedback just yet.
Yeah.
But if he can feel that there's a little bit of an improvement, it's already a proof of concept.
And like I think you mentioned confidence there, and that is massively important in a young driver. He's got to have the confidence to turn into that corner without the rear end coming round and catching him out.
Exactly, yeah. And as Felix said earlier, try to keep it flat.
Yeah, keep it flat, absolutely. Well, Ital Corsa is going to try and keep it flat. I wish you all the very best of luck, Luke, and best of luck to your novice drivers as well. Thank you.
Very much.
Last season's Minimax champion, Ari Kallenberg here, has not able to retain and have a go at retaining his championship because, well, you grew up, didn't you? Yeah. And you became a junior. Yeah. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing.
Why?
Because it's faster and better.
Right, it's fast. I knew he was going to say that. Right. Wider, sticky tyres on a junior road tax, both front and back, and more importantly, much more power than that Minimax, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Tell me the major differences. Tell me, first time you ever got on a junior road tax, what did it feel like?
I was just feeling really short in the car.
Well, could you not manage to reach the pedals hardly?
Not really.
Right, what did you think about the performance?
Felt I got quite tired on my first day, but I kept growing my stamina and I got better.
So what do you mean about tiredness? Where was it taking your energy? What was taking your energy so quickly?
My neck.
Your neck, and that's because of the grip level in these things.
No, because the G-force.
Right. From the grip.
Yeah.
Much more grippier than a Minimax?
Yeah.
Right. What about the power? Did that blow you away?
Not really.
Right.
Just a lot more bottom end.
What is it like to race with drivers that are a bit older than you, aren't you? I mean, are you 12 now?
I'm 11.
Oh, so you're still only 11, right?
Yeah.
So you could race with people who are 15 and stuff, can't you?
Yeah.
Right. Is there a different attitude, different personality from the older drivers?
No, they're all just numbers.
And that's the way you think. That's just a driver with a helmet on.
Yeah.
And is there anyone that you kind of thought, when you move up to the older class, there's people have reputations, don't they? Quick drivers.
Yeah.
Do you consider that?
Not really.
So what? How do you get your head around that? What's the psychology of that?
I just think that everyone's the same.
Mm-hmm. Focus on hitting your braking points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, have you got a chance of back-to-back titles in different classes?
No, because I can't score points.
Why is that?
I'm too young.
Right, that's what caught me out. That's why I thought you were 12. So when are you 12?
Next year.
Oh, so 2026, you're 12. Right, so can you score points when we go to the 2026 rounds of this championship?
Yeah, I can.
Right, so you're going to be on the back foot for, well, this one, Alpha San, and then the December round as well. You're going to lose a lot of points, aren't you?
Yeah, a lot of points.
So tell me, Ari, is this just a building exercise going forward to win a junior Rotax championship?
Yeah, pretty much. I've got 3 junior years. This is like preparing for my next years.
Right. And so, how's it going so far then?
It's going all right. Better than I expected.
Why is that? What did you expect?
I didn't expect to be as fast. I thought I'd be more of a mid-pack runner, but I'm like top 10-ish.
You must be pleased with that, though.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it's kind of like you belong.
kind of.
Only 11 and already at the front of the junior Rotax pack. That's pretty special. GGM's obviously giving you good kit in this class, yeah?
Yeah, they've been really good. When I joined them in December, they've helped me a lot until this point.
And does it help when you've got a team like GGM around you that you make that transition to the faster class?
Yeah, it was quite good. George helped me learn how to get better and learn how to drive the junior.
So it's not like you just throw it into this cart, get on with it. You actually get coached and also I would imagine the team are helping you with understanding the dynamics of the handling and the setup, etc.
Yeah,
Yeah. And how much input do you as a driver give to that process?
quite a lot.
Yeah. Give me an idea. Think about people out there who don't understand the technicalities like you and I do. So what exactly would you be saying to your engineer after a race about things like setup?
Like, I'd tell them how the power felt where I'm losing and where I'm gaining. I'd tell them what I think about the handling of the car, like if there's too much front end or too little, and then ask them if they could change it a bit.
And are you at the stage now where you understand the kart, and are you asking for changes like give me a different tyre pressure, give me a different camber, or do you leave those decisions to your engineers?
I'll leave them to George and Bertie.
Right, so you basically feedback as the driver, they do the engineering.
Yeah,
Right, you much prefer that?
yeah,
Just get on and overtake people.
yeah.
Right. Harry, it's been a pleasure to talk to you. Well done on last year's championship, and best of luck for the coming season. It's a shame that Harry, because of age, won't be scoring points, but I would imagine we're going to see him at the front of the junior Rotax field.
2 years ago, the Dojo Moto team morphed into one of the most impressive outfits in the entire UAE paddock, the Mumbai Falcons. They're some of the most recognisable karts on track, and the team have become one of the most successful off track as well. I'm here with team boss Anjum Sheikh. Anjum, thank you for showing us round your awning. First of all, tell us a little bit about how the Mumbai Falcons came to be.
Well, we were doing well as Dojo Moto, and I got a call from Mumbai Falcons and said they wanted a karting division, and they made us an offer, and then we said, let's do it, yeah. And then now I still handle the whole team myself. It's just a different brand, and of course, it's an arm of a F4 team. So we start from karting and then go into F4 and F3.
Now, obviously, you're not India's national team, but you represent India in the karting world on a bigger scale than any other. So you're certainly India's most recognisable karting team, and now probably the only pathway for Indian drivers to go from karting into cars?
Yes, yeah, I would say so, because eventually we will go into India as well and have the karting team in India, and then from there we go into F4s and everything. But at this moment we are just starting as Mumbai Falcon for the last year and this year, and then graduate the drivers into F4 and then eventually into F3s and that kind of stuff.
So let's have a little look around your own, because you cater for all classes of kart. Now you've got Maurice Canyopas is coming back in DD2 Masters, a famous driver in these circles, a multiple champion before, coming back in after some time away.
Currently world champion electric now.
Yeah, and the reigning E20 Masters champion in Rotax. Over there, you've got your data thing. Now, Harry the Lion Hannum, a multiple champion, is here doing some driver coaching as well. Talk a little bit about the driver coaching side of it. How important is that been for you guys?
Well, it's very important because we have drivers coming from everywhere, and we have our local drivers as well. So it's always better to just have the champion that you've had before coach the drivers, and there's more respect and they know what they're doing. And Harry has driven in every single track in UAE and around the world as well. So it actually makes more sense, and the drivers take him more seriously. And his knowledge is, very important for us.
Okay, well let's keep having a little look around. So we've got Arhan Qureshi's kart. We've got Mitant Jain. Now Mitant was last year's runner-up in the junior championship. Nathan Kappen. Nathan was your first champion, wasn't he? He was the junior Rotax champion last year. He's now moved up to seniors. What was it like getting the Mumbai Falcons the name as a champion?
Well, I think if I'm not wrong, Harry was the champion first. Harry got the O-Plate championship, and then I think a few months later, Nathan got his first. So yeah, it is pretty big for us, because as a rebrand, as a complete different team, you need to have some sort of championship as well. And we were hoping for more, but at least we were happy to have two.
And of course, Harry's an expat, but Nathan is an Indian driver. You can see the Indian flag next to his name. Yes. That must be something that's quite important, obviously, because India's quite an underserved nation in terms of karting. When the nation of India wakes up to the sport of karting, I've got a feeling there's going to be an awful lot of drivers wanting to join and get involved in karting, and this would be obviously their first port of call.
Yeah, 100%, because it actually opens the door for them, and then they know it's an Indian team internationally, and then Indian driver winning the championship, and we have about 5 drivers from India just flown in here just to do the race, to the championship actually. So yeah, it's paving the way, and it's actually good for the whole sport in India.
Okay, well, we'll keep moving down the order. Now, you had a really good Rotax Invitational, Oscar Lambert, winning in seniors for you. We're going to try and find out one of your drivers as well. We'll keep going down through, again, the setup, the awning, very impressive. You know, did you take a lot of inspiration from European teams to make it look like this?
I mean, you always have to look up to people and do better. We've got in fact, it was supposed to be 4 tenths. We have four less drivers. Next race there'll be 4 more drivers coming in, so we'll have to do another tent as well.
And you've got the hospitality unit by there for the mums and dads as well.
That's just keeping them out of us.
That's just keeping the parents out of the way. That's always a good tactic. R1.1 will come in. We've also got a grand final Rotax champion here, Scott Marsh, helping to do driver coaching. In fact, we'll try and peek in and see what Scott is saying there. But what are your hopes this year and beyond for the Mumbai Falcons karting team as we see one of your Micromax karts coming in behind us there as well? So really you're serving drivers from Micromax all the way up to DD2 Masters.
Yes, definitely. I mean, the hopes are still win every class,
Yep.
but we all know racing is not that easy. And but we keep trying, and we want to win everything we can, and we'll keep pushing for that.
All right, thank you very much, Andrew. Let's have a little look. As you can see, the data coaching, such an important part of modern day karting. You've got 2022 Rotax Grand Final Junior Champion Scott Marsh here. Several of the other drivers. Who have we got? So this is Nathan Capper. Nathan, last year's Junior Champion, now up into seniors. What's Scott teaching you, and what are you learning from all these data equipments here?
I'm learning how to improve as in pace wise. So hopefully, if we get a good qualifying, we could be at the front.
What does it mean as an Indian driver winning an international championship for an Indian team?
It means a lot, honestly. Representing my country, so it feels quite good to be at the front representing India.
Yeah. This year, only 38 other seniors to deal with. How are you going to cope with that?
Just try to be quick so I could hopefully get into the lead and pull a gap and make an easy win.
Okay, well, easier said than done. But there is a look around one of the most impressive teams in the paddock and unofficially, India's #1 karting team, the Mumbai Falcons. Birrell Art Middle East is now called Motorscape Middle East. The team may be different colours, the drivers are largely the same, including Jack Doe in Junior Rotax. Jack, welcome to the UAE Rotax Challenge. You were at the Invitational, and I think it was fair to say it was a mixed weekend for you.
Yeah, correct.
How about this weekend? How is it shaping up?
Shaping up good. We have some decent pace in practice. We didn't go new tyres this morning and we didn't test yesterday, but at the moment it's looking good.
Now, talk a little bit about racing out here in the UAE, especially in Junior Rotax. How difficult is it? How aggressive is it? And how much do you need to learn very, very quickly?
It's definitely very aggressive, all the drivers. Most of them have got a lot of experience in Europe as well, which obviously makes it a lot harder to compete with, but overall it's a brilliant championship.
Now, last year you were racing for, is it 5 Motorsports as well, which was, I think, your own family-owned team, is that right? Now, is that still going to be waiting for you when you finish karting?
That is the plan, I think, but yeah, it's not done, I don't think, yet.
It's not done yet. So tell us a little bit about your kart this weekend, who's running it, and what your plans are, what your hopes are this weekend.
So it's a Birrell, obviously. I have Marky Mark and Sanad. Sanad's the engine guy and Marky's the chassis guy. I hope a top 5 would be a decent result, I think.
Who are your main rivals this weekend? If you had to hand-pick a couple that you're going to have to beat, based on practice times, but also based on last year's championship results.
I think the goal is definitely 219 Veer, and Connor Clancy is obviously a good competitor. He's won a lot in Europe and here. But so I think there'd be good rivals.
Okay, no problems at all. Well, final thoughts. So, what rounds you've got here? You've got Dubai Kartdrome, Al Fassan. You've got what are the tracks that you think are going to be? And Yaz, what are the tracks that are going to favour you the most this year?
I think Al Fassan is going to be the best one for me. It's very physical, and I like the track a lot. And I think I'm adapted and suited as a driver to it very well. And I think that would be a good one.
You say very physical. What do you do in terms of fitness-wise to keep yourself in shape for karting?
So Monday, obviously I have school. I don't train that day because I've driven all weekend. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the gym, and then school after, and then sim work a lot.
So sim work. So it's a combination of staying in school, obviously, but then going to the gym and being on the sim when you're not actually in the seat.
Yeah, correct. My school is actually online. It's called Minerva, which helps a lot because it's flexible. So I can do sim work and also be at the track and do school.
There we go. So you've been doing school today?
No, I skipped it today.
Skipped it today for testing. Well, there we go. Never mind. But Minerva is your online school, yeah? Do you find a lot of the drivers use that now?
I think there's 1 or 2 on the grid that use it, but it's definitely growing in the Middle East, yeah.
Okay, well, there we go. That's Jack Doe, driver 205, one to watch in junior Rotax.